Today's the day. I'm finally moving my mom out of my childhood home. My parents bought this house together 15 years ago. It was their greatest achievement together after struggling for so many years. All the plants in the garden were planted by my dad and watered by my mom. All the furniture were bought by my dad and styled by my mom. That's probably why she refused to let me redecorate with new furniture, no matter how worn out these are. Everything in this house has tremendous significance. Yet, it's almost like living in the past. I was young when my parents first bought this house, but I knew that they had big dreams for it. This meant far more to them than just another life milestone. It was a symbol of victory over everything, over all the times when they thought they were on the brink of divorce, but remained together until this moment. All the times when they were knocked down by life and had to start all over again. This house was supposed to be the ultimate reward for surviving these tumultuous trials. So, the three of us got to work. I helped Dad paint the door frames while he weeded the garden, and my mom got busy figuring out which curtain went best with our weird window situation. It was a lot of work, but it didn't feel like work. We were just so excited to be here together. But after the final touches were made and the last coat of paint dried, my dad was diagnosed with stage 4 stomach cancer. At first we thought, yet just another hurdle to conquer together. But this time, our third teammate didn't make it. Just 3 months into his diagnosis, my dad went to be with the Lord. Suddenly, rudely, and without discussion. And this house that was supposed to be a synagogue for celebration turned into a museum for what could have been. This turned out to be quite a similar story to an essay I read called Welcome to Holland. It goes, when you're going to have a baby, it's like planning a fabulous vacation trip to Italy. You buy a bunch of guidebooks and make your wonderful plans. The Colosseum, the Michelangelo David, the gondolas in Venice. You may learn some handy phrases in Italian. It's all very exciting. After months of eager anticipation, the day finally arrives. You pack your bags and off you go. Several hours later, the plane lands. The flight attendant comes in and says, "Welcome to Holland." "Holland," you say. "What do you mean Holland? I signed up for Italy. I'm supposed to be in Italy. All my life I've dreamt of going to Italy." But there's been a sudden change in the flight plan. They've landed in Holland, and there you must stay. The important thing is that they haven't taken you to a horrible, disgusting, filthy place full of pestilence, famine, and disease. It's just a different place. So you must go out and buy new guidebooks. And you must learn a whole new language. And you will meet a whole new group of people you would have never met. It's just a different place. It's slower paced than Italy, less flashy than Italy. But after you've been there for a while and you catch your breath, you look around and you begin to notice that Holland has windmills, and Holland has tulips. Holland even has Rembrandt. But everyone you know is busy coming and going from Italy, and they're all bragging about what a wonderful time they've had there. And for the rest of your life, you will say, "Yes, that's where I was supposed to go. That's what I had planned." And the pain of that will never, ever, ever, ever go away. Because the loss of that dream is a very, very significant loss. But if you spend your life mourning the fact that you didn't get to Italy, you may never be free to enjoy the very special, the very lovely things about Holland. It's no wonder why my mom fought so hard to stay at our old home, despite being less than 500 feet away from the freeway, a block away from a cell tower, and being mauled by stray dogs every other month. In spite of these horrible red flags, she clung to this house and its content because it was supposed to be her Italy. What I'm doing by moving her away is basically solidifying the fact that her flight has truly and irrevocably changed. She is now surely in Holland. And though it might not be such a shabby place, it's still not what she had hoped her life would be. Still, I'm confident that she will see the windmills and tulips and realize that although God might have had a very different blueprint for her life, His plans are still good and will serve a much greater purpose than what she had bargained for. Mom, you might have longed for a decent house, a stable family, and good health, which are all so reasonable and 100% within your right to have. But your destination is far greater than these humble hopes and dreams. God will take you to a place where you'll be filled by nothing other than Him. More than just the basic necessities of life, which has plagued your mind and sent you down a path of being in constant survival mode. You will finally take a look around and see that any place, even Holland, can be heaven when you're walking with God Himself.